troubling people. And locally, actually, this is quite exciting because this is quite a big move. A Green councillor from Worcestershire has quit after becoming unhappy with the party's boss, Zach Polanski, and his leadership. Councillor Martin Allen has defected to the Lib Dems after saying the Green Party leader was, quote, not fit to be our Prime Minister.
Now, my local Green Party or ex-Green Party have done absolutely nothing wrong. They're not to blame. I put this all down to Zach, I'm afraid. If you think about the Elbit Systems break-in, where Police Sergeant Kate Evans was hit in the back by one of these thugs with a sledgehammer.
So this is, if people don't know, this is the Palestine Action protest, isn't it? Is that right? What were you talking about?
Well, I'm not talking about the Palestine Action side of it. I'm talking about a thug that broke into a factory and used a sledgehammer on a woman. I don't think we should bring the politics in it, because what's happening in Palestine is absolutely disgusting. But
it was Defence Company, wasn't it? That was why they were attacked. I'm not condoning it, but just so people understand what your grievance is.
Yeah, my grievance is the not so much the fact that they broke in, or not even that they used a sledgehammer, because they shouldn't have used a sledgehammer. The common sense tells you that nobody should use a sledgehammer on a woman.
Yep.
My problem is that Zach Polanski, when they were convicted in late May, and this chap's Samuel Corner was sent to prison, Zach Polanski expressed concern and sympathy for them. I've never heard him express any sympathy for this brave police lady who's, like the rest of her colleagues, goes out night after night, day after day to defend us. My core values tell me that you condemn anybody who uses a sledgehammer on a woman. It doesn't matter about the politics. It doesn't matter what else is happening. You can still condemn all the other things that are happening around the world, in Ukraine, in Palestine, and in Israel. But what you must do is separate that from the fact that if somebody uses a sledgehammer, that's unacceptable. And he didn't do that. I think he has an appeal. Dare I say, I think he's on the same coin as Nigel Farage, but on the opposite side. They're both populists, and they both have their attractions, and I think people are drawn to him because much of what he says makes sense. But when you say things like this and you're going to want to be the next Prime Minister, that's just not on, is it? He should be wise enough and sensible enough to know if you're going to be the next Prime Minister, you've got to condemn when somebody uses a sledgehammer on a woman. I think the problem is that the party has ceased to be the party that I joined when Caroline Lucas was his leader, and it has morphed into something else under Zach Polanski's leadership. But there's a lot of people who still have the core principles in the Green Party, which is to look after the planet and therefore look after the rest of us. But I think the Green Party, to some extent, has moved further left-wing and more Corbynite. There's nothing wrong. We want a more fairer society for everybody, and there are many people in this country that are struggling. So many of the values the Green Party have, I still support. They're the same values that you will find in the Lib Dems, and that's why I moved to them: liberty, equality, human rights, and concern for the environment. And they're all key things within the Liberal Democrats, and that is why I felt comfortable I could move to them.
Martin Allen, who is the councillor, who is now a Lib Dem councillor, of course, was defecting from the Green Party.